guys, it's Cassidy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today isn't going to be so much of a happy video, so if you're new to my channel, please go check out my other content before you watch this. I am going to be talking about something that is very close to my heart. It's going to be about grief and loss during the holidays. This can be kind of a sad topic. A lot of people sometimes don't relate to this or understand it. So I just wanted to make a video to discuss loss and how to get through times of grief during the holiday season whenever you're missing a loved one or you've recently lost someone. I'm actually going to share my story today about how I've dealt with loss and grief, and I hope that you guys can benefit from this and use this within your life, whether it be you or someone that you know is going through a hard time. Harley's right here, so if you hear any weird noises, it's him. So basically, something that I've never talked about on my YouTube channel is that I lost my mom to cancer whenever I was 15 years old. She passed away from leukemia, and it happened really fast. She was in the hospital for a month, and then she passed away. It's definitely a story that I would love to go in depth about and that I would like to talk to you guys about in a different video. I was a freshman in high school. Of course, whenever you are in high school, it is a very hard time already. You're growing and you're maturing in different ways and trying to figure yourself out, and so losing her was one of the hardest things I'd ever gone through in my life, and still to this day is the hardest thing I've ever gone through. I had to endure a lot of holidays without her, a lot of birthdays, Mother's Day, and actually she passed away around Mother's Day, and sometimes the date of her death falls on Mother's Day. The winter holidays, such as like Christmas or even Thanksgiving, can be a really magical and awesome time with your loved ones or your family, but whenever you lose someone, those days can be extremely hard. It's really difficult to understand why sometimes, and whenever I was 15, I had no idea why this would happen to me or my family. I remember that first Christmas just being very hard without her. The traditions weren't the same anymore. Seeing her empty spot at the table, it was really difficult. Basically, I came up with some tips for people that are currently going through a loss or have a friend or family member or someone that is going through a loss, and you want to be there for them but don't really know how. So I created a list of things that I could think of that would be helpful and beneficial to either someone that is going through it personally, or if you have someone that you love that is going through it, just so that you can be there for them and show support and love towards them. I definitely know of a lot of people in my life that they've lost family members very recently, and that first holiday without them, the first big holiday, is very difficult, and it's something that you really don't fully understand until you go through it. It feels like you are missing a piece of yourself. It's a struggle. It's honestly a huge struggle when you wake up Christmas morning and your mom isn't there, your dad isn't there, or a sibling. So I'm hoping these tips will help you or help someone that you love, just so that they can have a better holiday. Acknowledge that the holiday is going to be different. Sometimes you just need to acknowledge it and realize that going forward things are going to be different, and you have to figure out how to make the best of it. I know for holidays we still think about my mom all the time, and we love to reminisce and think of memories with her. That is something that, it can be sad, but it also really helps to make it feel like she's still there. Don't feel guilty about skipping holiday events. If this is your first or even second or third year without this person, it can be really difficult still, and a lot of people don't understand that. Many people think like, oh, they'll get over it, or they'll be back to normal after all of this passes, and sometimes it just doesn't pass. I've been there before. You don't always want to do everything that you used to do, or go out in public, or even sometimes be with friends. Don't feel obligated to celebrate the holiday if you don't want to. You have to do what's best for you, and if you don't want to celebrate the holiday because you are grieving a loss, don't celebrate it. And sometimes forcing yourself isn't the right thing to do. Just listen to what you want and what is going to make you happy. Crying is okay. I cried the first couple holidays without my mom, and I don't regret it at all because it allowed me to get those feelings out and grieve how I needed to. Don't suppress your feelings whenever it comes to your sorrowness of the holiday. You can take some quiet time for yourself, but don't push people away. If you want to be alone, allow yourself to be alone, but to the people that you love, just tell them that, and hopefully they will understand. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to, not think about that loss for a bit and focus on you and your family or your friends and do things that get your mind off of it. That is a part of the grieving process. It's okay to be happy and enjoy yourself for a bit. You're not doing anything wrong. You don't have to live every day miserable about it. And that is something that I really wish I could have learned for like the first year after my mom passed away. I almost felt like guilty for being happy, and I don't think she would have wanted that, and I don't think your loved one would want that for you. Not doing anything wrong by taking care of yourself and getting your life going and getting yourself back on your feet. That is a part of grieving and loss, and that is completely okay. If you're trying to be there for someone that is experiencing a loss, my best advice would be to be present and have patience with them. It takes patience when someone you know is going through a loss because they're going through so many changes and different things are just new to them. They're experiencing a very different step in their life. Be patient with them if they aren't automatically reaching out to you. Sometimes it can be really difficult for someone that is experiencing this change to even understand what they're thinking or going through. We all feel things differently, and sometimes we push people away whenever we're really needing to have people in our lives. If you really care about someone that is going through something extremely hard, you will just have patience with them and be there for them whenever they need it. Make yourself available to those that are suffering and hurting. It honestly says a lot if someone that is hurting is coming to you just to hang out or talk to you. It means that they're comfortable with you and they're wanting to spend their time with you because they know it could make them happy. So don't feel discouraged if they're not automatically talking to you about what they're going through. It really does say a lot if they are just trying to be around you. Just because you're going through a difficult time doesn't mean you can treat people like crap. It will hurt you in the long run. There may be people that bother you or try to understand what is happening in your life because they care and they don't really know the line or how to show that. But it's really important just to try to remain calm and not blow up, because I definitely had my moments of people would be bothering me or asking me the same questions over and over, and I would just blow up because I wouldn't communicate. Communication is still a part of the grieving process. You want people to know if you are doing okay or not doing okay. And I know sometimes we like to hold our feelings in, but it's important just to be real with people and communicate and be like, you know what, no, I'm not having a great time. This holiday has been really hard and I just need some space from it. This is going to be a time where your friendships are tested. I lost many friends after my mom passed away, but it also showed who really were my friends and who really cared about me. Do not allow any of your friends to tell you how they think you should be reacting after you've lost someone, especially if they have never gone through it themselves. Do not allow anyone to tell you how you should be acting. That's really not cool of them. It shows their character, and if they are trying to make things worse for you, definitely don't put yourself around them. Be careful who you let in. I allowed so many people during the holidays to kind of dictate how I should be feeling and making me feel bad for being upset or being happy. I could never win. Planning ahead is something that really helps me. Planning ahead can allow you to kind of prepare yourself for what is about to come. I used to prepare myself for Christmas and be like, you know what, I need to make this a good Christmas for myself, for my family. What can I do to do that? And so some of the things that I would do is I would think about things that we could do together. I would see a preview of a movie on TV and be like, that'd be so fun if we all did that together. Make new traditions. Think about different things that you can create with them. I would just say prepare yourself and try to make it the best as possible if you are celebrating it. Do something kind for others. This is one I really love because it does make you feel a lot better. I've had experiences with doing things for homeless people, or at my family we have done things for the Leukemia Society in honor of my mom. Finding those things that you can do for others or their families, it really will bring you and your family or your friends together. I think it's really important to focus on others during the holiday, and even whenever you're going through a really difficult time, sometimes it's nice to put that focus on someone else and see what you can do to better help their life. I wouldn't do something that is going to be a trigger for you. Personally, I don't really like going into hospitals, and that is something that's okay. I can do other things that don't involve hospitals, but after I lost my mom, which I would be fine now, but after I lost my mom, that definitely wasn't a place where I would want to go. Another thing that I recommend is just asking for help. And this is really hard, especially if you're stubborn, and I am a very stubborn person, but asking for help can really benefit you, even if it's someone that you don't know. Obviously, I don't love it when other people have gone through the same hurt that I have with losing my mom, but I love it when people approach me and be like, you know what, I lost someone recently and I don't know who else to talk to, and I know you've gone through this. It really just makes me feel good that they're reaching out to me. Honestly, it helps me too, because it makes me think, oh wow, like I've grown so much since I've lost my mom, or I can use the things that I did wrong in order to help them, to make sure that they don't do, you know, the wrong thing, or that they are thinking about their well-being, because there was definitely times where I didn't think about my well-being. That's kind of one of the reasons why I started making these videos. Obviously my videos haven't been targeted towards this before, but it's just a time in my life where I am very comfortable with myself. I am very happy with all the progress that I've made over the last couple of years, and I'm ready to share that with people and help others to make sure that they are living the best life that they can, and to know that there are people out there that really care about them. But I really am here to help you all if you all need it. I am always available. You want to send me like a direct message on Instagram or something, but I'm always available to talk if you are needing someone to talk to and you don't have anyone in your life that can help you with something like this. I definitely feel like over the last 9 years I have grown a lot from this situation. I think it's important that we stick together and we all support one another. Please just know that you always have a place with me to get support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I try to post as much as I can. I just recently got done with school, and so I have a lot more free time to make videos, and you'll be seeing a lot more of me. I promise I will be posting a lot more happier videos, but I do really like to have sit-down talks with you all and just to be real and allow you guys to get to know me more, because the loss of my mom honestly was a really big part of my life, and it shaped me to be who I am, and I like people knowing that about me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I will see you in my next video.